This commander deck is Vadrok Apex of Thunder. Vadrok Apex of Thunder, 3/3 Legendary Elemental Dinosaur Cat, blue, red, white. Mutate 1 Hybrid Azorius red, red. Flying, first strike. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. There are 26 creatures in this deck. Pouncing Shore Shark, 4/3 Shark Beast, 4 and a blue. Mutate, 3 and a blue. Flash. Whenever this creature mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Vega the Watcher, 2/2 Legendary Bird Spirit, 1 white, blue. Flying. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card. Gutter Snipe, 2/2 Goblin Shaman, 2 and a red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Gutter Snipe deals 2 damage to each opponent. Cloud Piercer, 5/4 Dinosaur, 5 and a red. Mutate, 3 and a red. Reach. Whenever this creature mutates, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Lore Dracus, 2/3 Lizard Beast, 1 blue, red. Mutate, hybrid is it, hybrid is it. Whenever this creature mutates, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Homunculus Horde, 2/2 Homunculus, 3 blue. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Spark Double, 0/0 Illusion, 3 and a blue. You may have Spark Double into the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it if it's a creature. It enters with an additional loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. And it isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary. Rionia Fire Dancer, 3/4 Legendary Human Wizard, 3 red, red. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. They gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next in-step. Volcapete, 2/3 Foxbird, 3 and a white. Mutate, 2 and a white. Flying. Whenever this creature mutates, put a 1/1 counter on it. Zerda the Dawnwaker, 3/3 Legendary Elemental Fox, 1 hybrid Boros, hybrid Boros. Companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. 1 and tap. Target creature can't block this turn. Everquill Phoenix, 4/4 Phoenix, 2 red, red. Mutate, 3 and a red. Flying. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact token named Feather with 1 sacrifice Feather, return target Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Dreamtail Heron, 3/4 Elemental Bird, 4 and a blue. Mutate, 3 and a blue. Flying. Whenever this creature mutates, draw a card. Huntmaster Liger, 3/4 Cat, 3 and a white. Mutate, 2 and a white. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Regal Liosaur, 2/2 Dinosaur Cat, red, white. Mutate, 1 hybrid Boros, hybrid Boros. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +2/1 until end of turn. Porcuparrot, 3/4 Bird Beast, 3 and a red. Mutate, 2 and a red. Tap. This creature deals X damage to any target where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Delina Wildmage, 3/2 Legendary Elf Shaman, 3 and a red. Whenever Delina Wildmage attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20. 1 through 14, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and it has exile this creature at the end of combat. 15 to 20, create one of those tokens, roll again. Stormkiln Artist, 2/2 Dwarf Shaman, 3 and a red. Stormkiln Artist gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a treasure token. Schema Thief, 3/3 Vidalcan Rogue Artificer, 3 and a blue. Flying. Whenever Schema Thief deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of target artifact that player controls. Jorian Ruin Diver, 2/3 Legendary Merfolk Wizard, 1 red, blue. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card. Phyrexian Metamorph, 0/0 Artifact Shapeshifter, 3 and a Phyrexian blue. You may have Phyrexian Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact or creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Sea Dasher Octopus, 2/2 Octopus, 1 blue, mutate, 1 and a blue. Flash. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Cadric Soulkindler, 4/3 Legendary Dwarf Wizard, 2 red, white. The legend rule doesn't apply to tokens you control. Whenever another non-token legendary permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next instep. Third Path Iconoclast, 2/1 Human Monk, blue, red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. Cub Warden, 3/5 cat, 3 and a white. Mutate, 2 white, lifelink. Whenever this creature mutates, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. Urza Lord Protector, 2/4 Legendary Human Artificer, 1 white, blue. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Pay 7 if you both own and control Urza Lord Protector and an artifact named the Mightstone and Weakstone. Exile them, then meld them into Urza Planeswalker. Activate only as a sorcery. Polywog Symbiote. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has Mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has Mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. There are 11 artifacts in this deck. Aether Spellbomb, artifact, 1 generic. Pay blue, sacrifice Aether Spellbomb, return target creature to its owner's hand. Pay 1, sacrifice Aether Spellbomb, draw a card. The Celestis, legendary artifact, 3 generic. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as the Celestis enters the battlefield. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Pay 3, tap. If it's night, it becomes day, otherwise it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Crystal Shard, artifact, 3 generic. Pay 3, tap, or pay blue and tap. Return target creature to its owner's hand unless its controller pays 1. Cloud Key, artifact, 3 generic. As Cloud Key enters the battlefield, choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Jeskai Banner, artifact, 3 generic. Tap to add blue, red, or white to your mana pool. Pay red, blue, and white. Tap, sacrifice Jeskai Banner, draw a card. Mirage Mirror, artifact, 3 generic. Pay 2, Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn. Mirror Box, artifact, 3 generic. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1. Each non-token creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with the same name as that creature. Ragran Crystal, artifact, 3 generic. Tap, add blue, red, or white. Cycling for 2. Sculpting Steel, artifact, 3 generic. You may have Sculpting Steel into the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. The Mightstone and Weakstone, legendary artifact, Power Stone, 5 generic. When the Mightstone and Weakstone enters the battlefield, choose 1. Draw 2 cards. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Tap, add 2 colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Voltaic Key, artifact, 1 generic. Pay 1 and tap, untap target artifact. This deck has 3 planeswalkers. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Saheeli, 1 hybrid is it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. -2, target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn, except as an artifact in addition to its other types. The Royal Scions, 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Will Rowan, 1 blue red. +1, draw a card, then discard a card. +1, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike and trample until end of turn. -8. Draw 4 cards. When you do, the Royal Scions deals damage to any target equal to the number of cards in your hand. Urza Planeswalker. 7 loyalty legendary planeswalker Urza. You may activate the loyalty ability of Urza Planeswalker twice each turn rather than only once. +2. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast. You gain 2 life. +1. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. 0. Create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. -3. Exile target non-land permanent. -10. Artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. There are 5 enchantments in this deck. Determined Iteration. Enchantment 1 in a red. At the beginning of combat on your turn, populate. The token created this way gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next in-step. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Enchantment Saga, 2 in a red. Chapter 1. Create a 2/2 red Goblin Shaman creature token with whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. Chapter 2. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. Chapter 3. Exile this saga, then return to the battlefield transformed under your control. Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. 2/2 enchantment creature Goblin Shaman. 1. Tap. Create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next in-step. The Apprentice's Folly. Enchantment Saga, 2 blue-red. Chapter 1 and 2. Choose target non-token creature you control that doesn't have the same name as a token you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary, is a reflection, in addition to its other types, and has haste. Chapter 3. Sacrifice all reflections you control. The Suvin Duplimancy. Enchantment 3 in a blue. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's not legendary. Whirlwind of Thought. Enchantment. 1 blue, red, white. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. There are 10 instants in this deck. Fumble. Instant 1 in a blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Gain control of all auras and equipment that were attached to it, then attach them to another creature. Mystic Reflection. Instant 1 in a blue. Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of the chosen creature. Foretell for a blue. Opt. Instant 1 blue. Scry 1, draw a card. Recalibrate. Instant 1 in a blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. If you've discarded a card this turn, draw a card. Seething Song. Instant 2 in a red. Add 5 red mana. Snap. Instant 1 in a blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Untap up to 2 lands. Stern Lesson. Instant 2 in a blue. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Strip Bear. Instant 1 white. Destroy all auras and equipment attached to target creature. Thrill of Possibility. Instant 1 in a red. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards. Unsummon. Instant 1 blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. There are 10 sorceries in this deck. Electro Duplicate. Sorcery 2 in a red. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste, and at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this token. Flashback 2 red. Improvised Weaponry. Sorcery 2 in a red. Improvised Weaponry deals 2 damage to any target. Create a treasure token. Inevitable Betrayal. Sorcery. Suspend 3 for 1 blue. Search target opponent's library for a creature card and put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Then that player shuffles. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Sorcery 3 in a blue. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except the token has flying and isn't legendary if that creature is legendary. Saheeli's Artistry. Sorcery 4 blue. Choose one or both. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact. Create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Search for Glory. Snow Sorcery 2 in a white. Search your library for a snow permanent card, a legendary card, or a saga card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. You gain 1 life for each snow spent to cast this spell. Solve the equation. Sorcery, 2 and a blue. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Stealth mission. Sorcery, 2 and a blue. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature you control. That creature can't be blocked this turn. Thrilling discovery. Sorcery, red and a white. You gain 2 life. Then you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. Quasi-duplicate. Sorcery, 1 blue blue. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Jumpstart. There are 35 lands in this deck. Ancient Den. Artifact land. Tap to add white to your mana pool. Boros Garrison. Land. Boros Garrison enters the battlefield tapped. When Boros Garrison enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap to add red and white. Clifftop Retreat. Land. Clifftop Retreat enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain or a plains. Tap to add red or white. Command Tower. Land. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Evolving Wilds. Land. Tap, sacrifice Evolving Wilds, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Forgotten Cave. Land. Forgotten Cave enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add red, cycling for 1 red. 8 basic islands. Is It Boilerworks. Land. Is It Boilerworks enters the battlefield tapped. When Is It Boilerworks enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap to add blue and red. 6 basic mountains. Perilous Landscape. Land. Tap to add colorless. Tap, sacrifice Perilous Landscape, search your library for a basic island, mountain, or plains card. Put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Cycling, blue, red, white. 2 basic plains. Razortide Bridge. Artifact land. Razortide Bridge enters the battlefield tapped. Indestructible. Tap to add white or blue. Raugrin Triome. Land, island, mountain, plains. Raugrin Triome enters the battlefield tapped. Cycling for 3. Reliquary Tower. Land, you have no maximum hand size. Tap to add colorless. Restless Anchorage. Land. Restless Anchorage enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add white or blue. 1 white blue. Until end of turn, Restless Anchorage becomes a 2/3 white and blue bird creature with flying. It's still a land. Whenever Restless Anchorage attacks, create a map token. Rustvale Bridge. Rustvale Bridge enters the battlefield tapped. Indestructible. Tap to add red or white. Sea of Clouds. Land. Sea of Clouds enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Tap to add white or blue. Silver Bluff Bridge. Artifact land. Silver Bluff Bridge enters the battlefield tapped. Indestructible. Tap to add blue or red. Spectator Seating. Spectator Seating enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Tap to add red or white. Steam Vents. Land, island, mountain. As Steam Vents enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Terramorphic Expanse. Tap, sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Takacia's Dig Site. Land. Tap, add colorless. Pay 3, tap, surveil 1. Thank you for listening. If you have a deck list you would like me to read out, please email me a link at my email under 100edh@gmail.com.